Hi there. Before beginning this video, I just hope that you are safe, you are taking care of your health, your mental health, and your loved ones, and also that you are comfortable while watching this video. So my name is Parth Sharma, and today I'm going to talk about masculinity. So what are the three words that pops up in your head when I say the word masculine? Well, a man, of course. And what kind of man do you think about? Heavily built with a hoarse voice. If I call a woman masculine, what kind of woman do you think about? Well, a lady who is heavily built, who have a good physique, right? But let's not go over there. Our topic is not physique, but masculinity, and more precisely, toxic masculinity and how this term degraded over a period of time. A professor from Pennsylvania said that toxic masculinity is a very tricky term. When used in a wrong way, it is not only highly insulting but guilt-provoking and sometimes even bigoted. So what are some of the basic attributes that a society have given to a man? What is that basic structure of manhood that we as a society have formed? I have heard a lot of people saying that being a boy is a privilege, but being a man is a luxury not all boys can afford. So what are some of the attributes? A man should be dominant, aggressive, and a lot of people also believe that aggression is a very desirable characteristic of a man. A man should be stoic, as firm as a stone. He should be unemotional, and he should not consult or negotiate with anyone before taking any decision. He should be ambitious, and not only ambitious but even ruthless. So note one thing in all these characteristics, that all these characteristics or attributes are exactly opposite as how we see a woman in our society. She should be submissive, not ambitious, not aggressive, and so on. And also, all these characteristics are what we call toxic characteristics. And what are the responsibilities of a man? Well, literally everything. If anything goes right, we give a credit to a man. If anything goes wrong, we say that he didn't do it in the right way. Our society says that it is the responsibility of a man to set everything in a desired order, and this gives superior power to a man. They say that power brings responsibilities. Well, let me add one another line, that power brings great psychological issues also. So what are some of the psychological issues it may lead to? Firstly, suppression of basic human emotions, or what we technically call primary emotions such as love, anger, hatred, or frustration may lead to severe mental conditions such as anxiety, panic attack, eating and sleeping disorder, depression, and even inbuilt stress. And as you all know, that stress leads to many physical issues. Secondly, the feeling that you are the center of everything, that you control everything, that whatever happens, it is because of you, leads to degradation of personality. Also, it leads to building of frustration which comes out as violence. In many rape and murder cases, I'm saying many, not all of them, victim says that they did that act or that act of wantonness out of anger or frustration. So what I'm trying to say is that all these characteristics that we have attributed to a man, that we think gives him superpower, have already encumbered the lives of man and made it even harder. We have a written scripture for girls of what our future girls should look like. And what are some of the characteristics of that? Well, they should be free, independent, educated, opinionated. They should have a choice, right? But do we have a scripture for men? Is there anything like that for men? Can anyone define for me how do we see our future men to be? Well, the answer is no. That we are so busy in building a perfect world and utopia for women that we are forgetting that even men are humans. We think that they do not need all of this, they do not need any kind of empowerment or any kind of mental health, because they already have everything. But it is wrong to a very grave level. A lot of boys, they do not love how society describes them or how society puts them in a box. I have friends in boys who are not so bulky, who are very emotional, they are very sympathetic, and they're not like other boys, and they always ask me that is it okay to feel in this way, and all I say is absolutely. Because see, we look different, we walk different, we sound different, we think differently, but one thing is common in all of us, and that is we all feel same set of emotions. And it is a high time that we need to stop invalidating the feelings and emotion of a man. It is okay to feel so. It is okay to be weak, to be helpless. It is okay to know that the world does not revolve around you, that you are not the center of everything, and that you cannot solve everything. Because after all, you are not God. And before wrapping up this video in a final conclusion, let me show you this survey conducted in US. Finally, I will say two things. Firstly, it is absolutely okay to tell your boys and your girls how to behave, how to act, how to talk, and how to walk. But it is not okay to fit them in a gender box, to tell them how they should live their life or lead their life instead of letting them explore it. Secondly, we need to stop using the term toxic masculinity in a derogatory way. No one is born bad, and even if someone behaves in a bad or ugly or in a very unjustified manner, we should try to know why is he behaving so. What does he think when he behaves in a way? That will help us a lot.